Okay, I'm here with Johnny Quinn, the drummer from Snow Patrol. Hello, Johnny.
How you doing?
First of all, thank you very much for taking time out to talk to us today. You're just rounding off 4 nights at the Odyssey Arena, 4 sold-out shows. Did you ever think you'd see the day?
I think we sold out Duke of York back then. It would have been great, you know, when we started out about 11 years ago. No, I mean, I remember whenever we were first told about, someone said, well, we want to try for 3 or 4 Odysseys, and it didn't seem, it seemed very ambitious, and when, you know, even tickets aren't doing that well as they used to, you know, but yeah, it just shows the support that we still have here, which is great. I mean, that's where, it's at home, that's where you want to be appreciated. So, you know, we're amazed by the, you know, the turnout every night. Gigs been great.
And how has it been for you? I mean, you know, it must be amazing to walk out on that stage in your home city and see so many people there. I mean, what type of feeling do you get?
Yeah, well, it's, you know, it's a sense of pride, and, you know, Take Back the City is one of the songs I've written about Belfast, you know, and everyone I think is proud of Belfast, and you know, the singing along has been some of the best on tour, and we've had some great nights, and even the OT in London, but I think Belfast won on the singing factor, you know, so it's been fantastic.
Yeah, I noticed too that in Belfast, whenever you play songs like Run and Chasing Cars, they seem to be the ones that really get the crowd going. Do you find that there's different reactions whatever city you play in, or is it more or less the same?
It depends, you know. I mean, Run and Chase Cars are 2 big hits that everybody knows, but you know, the latest album, we have 100 Million Suns. We have a few singles off that, and like Crack the Shutters and Take Back the City and Rocket, all those ones, you know, people starting to get to know them.
Rocket's the new single.
That's right, yeah. But it's generally, if people have had, you know, the albums for a couple of years, they tend to know every word, you know, even more than Gary sometimes. He forgets his words sometimes, but
and the Belfast crowd wouldn't allow him to forget his words.
No, they wouldn't. I mean, a lot of times he wasn't even singing, so you know, it was great.
Is it quite emotional for you? Because, you know, I know, talking to Gary's mum and dad the other night, you know, they were saying how it's obviously emotional for them watching it. I mean, it must be for you guys up there.
It is. There's a few times where, you know, there's nearly a tear in the eye, but you have to sort of realise I'm in a rock band, I can't cry. but it is, you know, it's we've come such a long way, and we never really, a lot of bands sort of plan their world domination. I think for us, we didn't see ourselves as being quite as big commercial mainstream band in the way we have been, so that's why it has taken us by surprise. We're generally humbled by it, but I think it's great for, you know, there's a lot of great music in Belfast at the moment, and it's great that we'll have export, you know, in music, and it lets other people know that they can do it and be successful in the band as well, because you know, that's what the scene really needs, and it's great. Things are really coming together in the OES Centre, and there's more opportunities than there was whenever we started out, you know.
Is that why when you played Belfast, you specifically chose Belfast bands then, or local bands to support
that's right.
you?
Yeah, every night we've had Belfast bands, been in a lot of Cashew Number 9, Lonely Nights, Ed Zealous has been here, is fantastic, and those, I mean, this wasn't that quality, I think, you know, when we started. There was a lot of bands, but it's really, people are you know, and there's not good optimism about it as well in Belfast, I think, than there used to be, and record companies aren't scared to come over anymore. So, you know, it's just it's good to watch it grow, and be interested to see in the future. I think it's going to be a few bands that are going to rise up. You know.
Any predictions?
Well, I've General Fiasco. I think are really good. Again, Cashew Number 9, 2 of those bands. That I think are going to come through, and there's the answer. Of course, they've charted their top 40, so you know, it's just good to see. But before, I don't think anyone ever thought they could make a dent in the UK, and that's starting to happen. So that's a positive thing. You know.
And Snow Patrol aren't worried that some other local band is going to be snapping at their heels and taking over the world, taking back the city.
You know, this can happen. Who knows? You know what I mean? Well, we didn't imagine it, but it's happened to us. So. I mean, maybe there's another Snow Patrol out there. I hope so. It'd be great.
And you're supporting U2 as well?
That's right. We've been asked again, which we didn't expect. It's great. Out in Europe, or a lot of countries, we haven't sold that many records, so we're going to go out with them. And you know, you played 50,000 to 60,000 a night, and so that's great for us. And in America, we're doing 3 gigs. You know, so, but yeah, I mean, it's one of our favourite bands and stuff from growing up. You know, everyone's a U2 fan when you're 12, like, and so it's great for us, like.
But you're stadium headliners in your own right, and
Well,
festival
not like quite stadiums.
Well,
maybe,
festival headliners.
Yeah.
You're doing Oxygen again too,
That's
of
right.
course.
Yeah,
So
we've been asked back. That's going to be the Oasis and Blur. They're doing doing 2 headlines with them, so that'll be great. Yeah. And here's the rain.
And here's the rain. Okay. And then what's next? Are you back into the studio for another album? Or?
Yeah. Well, I think we'll be writing an album next year. So we haven't really. We're thinking maybe February time we'll start writing again. So sometime next year. We haven't really got that far yet with a date or anything, but yeah.
And 100 Million Suns was, as you said yourself, as the band had said before, a departure from your other albums in the sense that Gary was writing about being happy in relationships.
Yeah.
Do you think there's a chance that he might go back to being heartbroken and angst-ridden again?
Yeah, there's plenty of time for that. I think, he could easily be heartbroken before the next album, so we don't know.
There might be another run then.
Who knows? Yes, it could be.
Okay. Well, listen, thank you very much,
No worries,
Johnny,
thank
again.
you. Thanks again.
Enjoy the concert tonight.
We will do.